Hey! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the weird, the wonderful, and the wild side of February. It's the shortest month of the year, but don't let that fool you. This little guy is packed with surprises. Buckle up because we're about to uncover some insane February facts you've never heard before. Alright, let's kick things off with our first mind-blowing fact. Ever wonder why February got shortchanged in the calendar department? Blame it on the Romans. Back in the day, their king, Numa Pompilius, decided to make the calendar match the moon cycle. Poor February got stuck with the short end of the stick, and then Julius Caesar came along with the Julian calendar and said, let's give it a leap year every 4 years. And boom, that's why we get an extra day every 4 years. Next up, did you know about the rarest birthday ever? If you're born on February 29th, congrats. You are officially a leapling or leaper. You only get a real birthday every 4 years. That means if you're technically 40 years old, you've only celebrated 10 true birthdays. Talk about a time warp. Speaking of time warps, did you know February used to be the last month of the year? Yup. Before calendars were cool, the Romans considered March the first month of the year, making February the grand finale. It wasn't until January and February were moved to the front in 450 BC that February became the second month. And here's a fun one. February and the English language's biggest debate. Let's settle this once and for all. Do you say February or February? The first one is technically correct, but let's be real, most people skip the R and just go with February. Which team are you on? Drop it in the comments. Now let's dive into some crazy and fun events that happened in February. February 1st, 2003, the Columbia Space Shuttle disaster. A somber yet significant moment, NASA's Space Shuttle Columbia tragically disintegrated upon re-entry, a reminder of both the risks and wonders of space travel. February 7th, 1992, the birth of the European Union. The world got a new powerhouse as the Maastricht Treaty was signed, creating the EU we know today. February 9th, 1964, the Beatles take over America, screaming fans, electric guitars, and history being made. The Beatles made their legendary debut on The Ed Sullivan Show, and music was never the same again. February 17th, 1963, the GOAT was born. Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player of all time, was born. The guy who made Air Jordans iconic and changed the game forever. February 20th, 1962, John Glenn orbits the Earth. Imagine being the first American to orbit the planet. John Glenn did it in just under 5 hours. Talk about the ultimate road trip. And finally, February 27th, 1996, Pokemon was born. Who would have thought a little game about catching imaginary creatures would turn into a billion-dollar empire? Pokemon Red and Green were released in Japan, and the rest is history. And that's a wrap on February's wildest, weirdest, and most wonderful facts. Which one blew your mind the most? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more crazy fun facts every week. See you in the next one.